Hello everyone, this is Team Code for Change, and we are here to present you an app, FBuddy, your financial friend. So let's start. First, let's start by creating an account. So the user enters his full name, his email address, he sets a password, and then confirms the password, and then moves forward by creating an account. This is a dashboard as you can see. This is the profile menu in which you can add a photo. You can add a savings target. For example, let's set it to 20%. So our saving target is 20% of the income. Here is adding the income option, in which, for example, let's set it for 10,000. And you have different options like pocket money, salary, freelance, etc. You can add an additional note. So let's add that income. Now you can see in the dashboard the monthly balance has been set to 10,000. Now we are adding an expense, for example 500 rupees, and you can categorize it into 14 different options we have given you. So let's set it to let's say hotel. You can set the date, you can add an additional notes, let's say hotel booking cost, and the merchant name as Airbnb. Let's add that expense. See, the 500 has been deducted from the 10,000 balance. Now let's see the scan bill option. For example, I am uploading a bill. It will extract the amount and auto categorize it into an category such as restaurants in this case. You can see the latest expenses have been added. Let's scan another bill. See, it categorized it into restaurants with a total bill amount of 600. Let's set the date to 7th. And it has extracted the merchant name also. Let's scan one other bill. See, 4,110 rupees into restaurants category since it was a restro bill. And we add the expense. We have got a pop-up message for savings limit reached because we have spent more than our savings target, that was 20%. So in this case, we can see the income versus expense chart for whichever week we want to see in a month. Now this is the expense list. We can even delete an expense if it was done by us for a mistake. Now this is the pie chart, which is a live pie chart for a monthly expenses. Now this is another feature of tracking debt or IOU. So for example, someone has owed me money for 500 and let's say Rahul has owed me for 500 rupees which he has to pay to me today. We set the date and it will give us a reminder on this day. See, it gave us a reminder in which if we go to view all, it will show the list of all debts or IOUs. For example, see this, we can delete this also. Now if I make another 100 rupees which Rahul owes me for today's date, and let's see the pop-up message. Here's the pop-up message, and if we click on settled, now if we go back and see the view all, see that has been settled. It has been removed from the history of debt or IOUs. Now we also have the features of light theme, dark theme or system default. So let's go ahead and see another feature. Now Smart Split is a feature for group expenses or tracking group expenses. Let's have a look at it. So let's get started. We create a group name to trip expenses and its description as daily trip expenses. See, here's the dashboard of it. We can share this to another friends or add them in this via the code of the group or by directly adding him through email. So here's an email of an already registered user. So we have entered it. We can see that he has been added. Now we can add an expense. For example, Isha pays 1000 rupees and split it equally. See, she is owed 500 rupees, which is basically split. The 1000 rupees was split into two people, and Rahul owes 500 rupees to Isha. Now let's go and have a look at Rahul's dashboard. Here we are entering his email, registered email and its password. So both of these account are for demo purposes only. See, he has been added into the group trick expenses. He owes 500 rupees to Isha, which he has to pay, and we can settle it after he has paid. So after he has paid 500 what he owes to the other person, so now the amount has been set to 0, which means no one owes anything to anybody.
Use FBuddy to reduce your burden. Add a friend for group payments. It is a financial friend.